Hey guys, how you doing? I just wanted to check in with you and catch up to speed on what we've done in class. And this is something obviously that you can do at home, and hopefully you can check in with Mrs. Hart. And I'm going to give her a folder with a few things for you to work on this at home. One of the things in the folder is a printed copy of this unit, and both of you have a copy of this that was shared through the classroom. And what it has, the copy that I gave you, it has the resources you need to build one of these structures. And the whole point of this is to take resources that are very weak, like a marshmallow and pasta, and try to make a structural system out of it. So I'm going to send home a bag of the half uncooked pasta, the 20 marshmallows, and the index card. Now, as far as what you use to test it at home, that's up to you. But more importantly, on the unit that you're going to have, your Google Doc, these are some of the things that we went over in class. These images are basically just drag and drop. So from the packet that is in the folder that I send home to you, you're going to see a student copy and what it looks like as we went through. Example structures in real life, you can include ones that you may have seen, and I think in some cases this might already be done if you were on the Google Meet or in class when we went over it. And the same thing with this. So if you don't have this stuff in the unit, use the packet that I sent home in the folder. Okay. The other thing that you're going to see in the folder is a blank sheet that looks very much like this. This is up to you. Before you start working with the resources I send home, I want you to come up with 3 idea sketches of what you think a structural system should be, or how you're going to make a structural system out of what we've given you. Once you build it, I'm asking for a more detailed version of what you built, adding some of the components like where the compression force comes from, maybe a detailed view showing hidden lines of how things are attached and what some of the components are, etc. So we're trying to sort of teach engineering drawing and engineering sketching, things like that. Now, as far as your responsibility and what you put in here, obviously, based on your situation, you're not going to come to school to test. You could try to send them back, and I can try to test them. They're going to be fragile, so we'll see what happens. But one, if you could take a picture of what you built and airdrop it and put it into this document, or you can email it to me and I can put it in. And then if you could take a picture, if you do decide to test it at home, when we tested these, we put the index card on top of the structure, and then we just added weights accordingly. So you can choose what you want to use to test it. We were very systematic. We started with little weights at a time. We kept adding and adding. We didn't take one heavy weight and just drop it on the structure, obviously. So it's important for me to see 3 components here. One, that the system notes are done, and you can use the student example that I've given you in the folder. 2, your notes and sketching. Again, this can be a picture you've taken from your cell phone, and you can drag and drop it into here, and that would help me, or you could email it to me. And the same thing with the structure that you built. Okay, and if you could do that at home at your leisure, obviously this is going to be included in quarter 2. This is not included in quarter 1, and I'll check in with you. Next week, I'm going to invite both of you to join Google Meets, as I'm going to be sharing the next unit. We're going to be working with a design program here at school. Obviously, you're not going to have access to that, so you're going to be using Google Draw to work on some of the things that we're going to be working on in school, and that program should work for what the activity is. If you have any questions, email me, and obviously keep in touch with Mrs. Hart regarding assignments that I might have. Hope everything's well, and we'll talk to you soon.